Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Precious, and in this video we'll quickly look at the concept of rules of divisibility. All right, so you recall that we're beginning or we are currently in the series for our junior students in secondary and even in grade level schools. Okay, so this is very vital and also very important for university students that you know all of this. Of course, you know that whatever we do in whatever level in mathematics is always a building block to what we will see, as we continue. So, what are the rules or the tests of divisibility for numbers, especially from 2 to 10? Of course, you know that for 1 is a divisor, a universal divisor for all numbers. So now what about 2? So a number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is even. So what does it mean for the last digit to be even? That means the last digit should be 2, either of 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Of course, we consider 0 as an even number or even digit. Okay, and then so I'm going to take these three together and then we check the examples we have here, this one, and the others. Okay, so what about 3? So a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the figures, if you sum the figures or the digits of that number and your sum is divisible by 3. Okay, so then you say that the whole number is divisible by 3. And then for 4, a number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits form something. That something I mean here is a number. Form a number that is also divisible by 4. Okay, so let's take the test on these four numbers we have here. So for the first one, is this divisible by 2? And the answer is no. Of course, the last digit here is 1, and 1 is not divisible by, it's not an even digit or an even number. Okay, so it's not divisible by 2. What about 3? We try to sum. 1 plus 0 plus 8 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 5 16, plus 1 is 17. 17 is of course not divisible by 3. Okay, so 3 cannot divide 17, therefore it is, the whole number is not divisible by 3 either. And then what about 4? The last two digits here is 51. Is 51 divisible by 4? And the answer is no. Of course, 51 cannot divide 4. If 51 is divided by 4, you are going to get if you divide 40, that is 10. Then you divide 11, you will have 12 whole number 3 over 4. So it's not a factor. Therefore, 4 also cannot divide this. So what about this one? So of course, we can quickly see that the last digit is even. Therefore, 2 is a divisor. What about 3? Is 3 a divisor here? So we can see here the sum of this is 17. 22 plus 6 is 28, and of course 28 is not divisible by 3. And if you get more than one digit, you can actually also sum it to know if you get a single digit. Of course, this plus this is going to give us 10, and 10, sorry, is also not divisible by 3. You can even sum further to get 1. So as you keep summing, if whatever you're getting is not divisible by 3, then the original number cannot also be divided by 3. So for 3 is a cross here, it cannot go. What about 4? The last two digits is 56. Is 56 divisible by 4? The answer is yes. And of course, if you try to divide the whole of this by 4, you will definitely get a solution. That means 4 is a factor of this. Okay, so you see that this is important because soon we will start talking about factors and prime factors and all of that. So we come over here, 2, 3, and 4. Let's run the test. Is 2 a device? Is a 2 a divisor? Yes. The last digit is 0, so it can divide it. What about 3? The sum of the whole digits is 9, And of course, 9 is divisible by 3. That means 3 can divide this. And finally, 4. The last two digits is 10. 4 cannot divide 10. Therefore, 4 failed the test here. So it can be a divisor. And then finally, for the last example here, the last digit is even. So 2 can go. What about 3? This plus this is 10 plus this is 11 plus this is 15, and 15 is divisible by 3, so it can go. What about 4? The last two digits is 14, and 4 cannot also divide 14, so 4 also failed the test here. Okay, so let's now move further to see other numbers or digits. What about 5? When is a number divisible by 5? So we said when the last figure or digit is 0 or 5. Okay, so if we use the instances we have here, this 5 cannot go here. What about here? 5 cannot go. What about here? 5 can go. What about here? 5 can't go. Okay, so we go again for 6. A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and also divisible by 3. So any number that can be divided by 2 and also divided by 3. For instance, 18. I even went too far. What about 12? Of course, 2 can divide this and 3 can also divide it. Therefore, 6 can divide this. And like 18 here, 2 can go here and 3 can go here. So 6 can go into 18. And all other many examples. For instance, 54, 2 can divide this, 3 can divide it. Of course, the sum of this is 9. So it's divisible by 3. Therefore, 6 can go. And if 6 divides this, you get 9 actually. All right, so that's the test for 6. And what about 8? So we said that for 8, that the last three digits must form a number divisible by 8. Okay, so we are going to see some form of similarities. So for 8, 5, and 4, the three of them talks about the last digit, and 10 also, including 2. Okay, so the 5 of them refers to last digit. The first 2 talks about the last digit, 5 talks about the last digit, 10 talks about the last digit. Then 4 and 8 talks about 4 last two digits and 8 last three digits. So whereas for 3 and 9 talks about sum of the digits, and then 6 talks about divisibility by two different numbers. So if you see this pattern, you will know the way all of them work. So for 8, it says that the last three digits must be divisible by 8. Okay, so we have examples here to see the last three digits here. Okay, first of all, let's check for 5. 5 fails this one. What about 6? 2 can go here and 3 can also go. The sum here is 9. So that means 6 can go here. Now, there is no test, no suitable test yet for 7. So that's why you don't have it here. And then what about 8? The last three digits here, can 8 divide it? No. Of course, 102. If 8 goes into this, you are going to get, of course, when it goes into 80, sorry, into 10, you get 1 remainder 2. Into 22, you will have 2 remainder 6. So you have 6 all over 8. So it's not a factor. That means 8 cannot divide the whole of this number. What about 9? The sum of the digits must be divisible by 9. And of course, the sum of this is 9. So it's divisible by 9. So 9 goes here. And then 10 is a no. The last digit must be 0. Must be 0 for 10. And so that means 10 cannot divide this. So let's come over here. 5 is a yes. The last digit is 0. 6, they can 2 go here? Yes, the last digit is even. Can 3 go here? This plus this is 11 plus this is 16. So 3 can't divide 16. For 6 is a no. What about 8? The last three digits is 850. 8 can divide 800 but cannot divide 50. So that means 8 cannot divide the whole. What about 9? Of course, 3 can't even divide it. So we doubt if 9 will go. Of course, 16 is not divisible by 9, so it's also a cross. What about 10? 10, the last digit is 0, so 10 goes. And then finally, we have here, can 2, of course, we can actually check all of it here. Can 2 go here? Yes. Can 3 go here? What is the sum of everything here? This is 8. This is 14, 15, 22, 24. Yes, 3 can divide 24. So 3 is a yes. What about 4? The last two digits is 72. And of course, 4 can divide 72. If 4 go into 7 is 1. Remember 3. Carry the 3 here. That's 32. 4 into 32 is 8. Okay, so it can go here, right? So that means it can actually divide everything. What about 5? Of course, 5 cannot go. The last digit is neither 0 nor 5. So it can't go. Okay, sorry, it's a cross. What about 6? 6, yes, 2 and 3 can go, therefore 6 can go. What of 8? The last three digits is 72. That's 072, which is 72. And of course, 8 can divide 72. You get 9. That means 8 can go through this. And then 9, the sum of everything here, what did we get? This is 3, 8, 14, 15. 15 plus this is 22, 24. We got 24. And of course, 9 can divide 24. So it's a cross for 9. And finally, for 10, it's also a cross. Okay, so that's how to handle the concept of divisibility rule for numbers from 2 to 10, except 7, which does not have a specific rule. And I'm going to give you an additional one. You can take your time to find out. For 11, I'm going to give you 12. Now, a number is divisible by 12 if it is divisible by 3 and 4. Now, this 12 follows the pattern of 6. 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3. So that's the same thing this one does here. If it's divisible by 3 and 4, then it is divisible by 12. You can check instances. For example, 12 itself is divisible by 3 and 4. What about 24 is divisible by 3 and 4? What about 36 divisible by 3 and 4? What of 144? Of course, 3 can divide this because the sum of this is 5 plus this is 9. What about 4? The last two digits is 44, and 4 can divide 44 to give us 11. Therefore, 12 can go here. And many other examples. Right, so this is where we'll end it for this video. If you are just seeing our video for the first time or you've not subscribed, we ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kindly turn on the notification button so you can always get our videos. And please do like, comment, and share our videos. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.